What's up guys? Let's continue the story. You guys have chosen to pray for Inanna, so let's see where that choice is going to lead you. You tell the priest that you have to try praying to Inanna again. I mean, the conflict is about to begin and she has warned you of it previously. She has to answer. You figure that if you are to pray, you have to do it alone. That way there's no distractions, but you would also rule out the possibility of her not appearing because of other people being present. Maybe only the king priest was allowed to get a direct vision from a god. Who knows? You get on the altar and begin praying. Inanna, it is I, Enmerkar. Please guide me. You have given me your visions. I have gone to where you have told me to go. I have followed your every instruction without fail. Inanna, please, the conflict is about to begin. Please guide me. You pray and pray and pray until suddenly you get the same feeling that you got before you saw that ship in the sea. You're unable to stand up anymore and you fall to the ground. You're about to get a vision. You suddenly see a large empty field. The sky is perfectly clear and there's not a single cloud in sight. There also isn't that much vegetation, which leads you to believe that you're somewhere in the north of Uruk. On the field, you see two men walking towards each other. Two warriors. These must be the champions that are about to fight. As the two men are getting closer, the sky suddenly turns dark. Very dark. A storm is coming. But storms like these were very rare in Mesopotamia. This doesn't look like a storm that came from nature. No, this storm was summoned. And then you find yourself back at the temple on the floor for the second time. What could this vision mean? You feel something on your hand, so you look at it, and you see a weird symbol. This is exactly what happened the last time you had a vision, except what you see on your hand is not your name, it's just a weird symbol. You then go to the back of the temple to find the seal that you were keeping all of this time. When you get there, you see that it now has a glowing symbol on it as well, identical to the one on your hand. You're supposed to touch it, right? Just like the images on the gate underwater. You take the seal and go outside to where you gave your speech 10 years ago, and you touch it with your left hand. As soon as you do, the bright sunny day that was today quickly turns dark. Clouds appear and thunders strike. You let go of it out of fear and the clouds disappear. You look at the seal and say to yourself, what kind of weapon is this? The high priest comes to you and sees what you've just done. What was that? He asks. It is the way we are going to win against Aratta, you reply. This is our weapon, and it is very powerful. And Sukeshdana and his champion will stand no chance against us. You now understand the vision. You're supposed to send your champion to Aratta and use the seal to help him win. Those were the clouds that you were seeing in the vision. And through them, you'll finally have won this 10-year war. I mean, this makes sense. You go and you find your champion and then you tell him, Singamil, you are my champion. You are about to fight for me in this legendary battle. You will win, rest assured. I will protect you and I will crush your opponent in front of your very eyes. Do not fear. We will triumph over Aratta and we will make them suffer. You're now at the battlefield with your champion, your army, and a couple of priests. You brought your army for several reasons. I mean, one, if anything were to go wrong, they would be there to protect you. Two, you wanted them to see firsthand the power that has been gifted to you. And three, you want to intimidate Sukeshdana. You're not going to show up alone to a war, even if it's only for a one-on-one. At the same time, Sukeshdana and his army appear and meet you on the battlefield. He also brought his champion with him, which means that most probably he's going to be playing by the rules. You exchange a few short words and you notice that he seems very confident. There's not a single ounce of fear in his expression, which is strange because I mean it's not him that's supposed to feel this way, but you. You both agree to remove your armies and to allow your champions to fight on the field, a true warrior combat. You both also agree that the winner of this fight will be declared the winner of the war and will also rule over the loser. The loser is to pay all tributes previously demanded throughout the years. You and your armies back off and the warriors are left alone. And sure enough, that's exactly what you saw in your vision. A bright, beautiful sunny day about to take a turn for the worst. As the warriors are walking towards one another, the sky suddenly turns dark and large clouds appear. A storm has been summoned. But you haven't touched the seal. How can the storm come if you didn't summon it? There's now a violent wind, rain is pouring down relentlessly, and you have thunders and lightning everywhere. What's going on? Why is there a storm if you haven't called it? The champions have started fighting, and you notice that the storm is only affecting your warrior. The wind is blowing rain in his face and he's having trouble seeing properly. He's gonna lose. You don't know what to do. Inanna hasn't given you any instructions besides this vision. And you were sure that it was you who caused the storm. You see in the distance that Enmerkar is praying relentlessly and he's not watching the battle. He must be calling the gods for help and they must be causing the storm that you're seeing. In the clouds, you then see a figure. A man that shines bright. It is Ishkul, the god of rain and the storm. He's the one causing the storm. You look at your hand and you see that it's now glowing. And so is the seal. You know what to do. You touch the seal with your hand and as soon as you do, flames come from the ground and disintegrate the enemy champion instantly. The storm stops and everybody's silent. Nobody's making a single sound. What did you just do? Seeing as everybody's distracted, you use the seal one more time and summon flames from the sky and you hurl them at Enmerkar and his army. You kill every single one of them except him. You burn them to the ground. You then proceed to burn parts of the city as well, of course omitting the temple. You let go of the seal, the fire disappears and the sky becomes clear again. Even you are shocked at what you just did. Did I just kill an entire city with a single touch? Yeah, you did. You're now in the temple of Aratta, the temple that you've just conquered. You're alone with a seal. Inanna suddenly appears in front of you, just like she did when you were underwater. Congratulations, Enmerkar. You have been successful. Aratta is yours to rule and to do with it as you see fit. However, you cannot keep the seal of elements. It's out of the question. She quickly removes it from you and disintegrates it. Humans cannot be trusted with this kind of power, it seems. At least for the next 5,000 years. Because you see, you pretty much had won the fight when you disintegrated Enmerkar. Had you stopped there, you probably would have been able to keep the seal. But you continued. You killed his army, as well as burned down parts of the city. But this was very normal. It's like basic human behavior. It's not like you did anything wrong. You and him had built up 10 years of rage and anger leading up to this battle. It's very normal that the first chance you had, you destroyed everything he had. Unfortunately, that kind of behavior is exactly what you saw in Underwater Ruined City a month ago. Humans don't really change. And that, my friends, completes the quest. You have been successful in defeating Aratta, and the gods have allowed you to rule over it and to do with it as you see fit. That was the challenge. That was what you were supposed to do. Sure, you lost the seal, but hey, at least you got a cool experience out of it. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for giving your time to this video. I'm really happy that we're here. I'm really happy that I'm filming this video because that means that you guys most probably passed. I really hope that you guys have passed. So yeah, thank you. It's been really fun. My name has been Darius, and until the next one.